Is it just me or has 2025 been a good year for gaming so far, especially RPGs and indie games? Anyways, this is The Outer Worlds 2 made by Obsidian Entertainment, who are responsible for creating a few games like Avowed, Grounded, Pillars of Eternity, South Park, and of course one of the best RPGs, Fallout New Vegas. So they aren't new to the RPG game, but yet their new releases Outer Worlds 1 and Avowed weren't really that great. I personally did not like the first Outer Worlds, it kinda didn't vibe with me. I did like Avowed though, but it didn't feel like I was playing a proper RPG. So having not so high expectations, I decided to give their latest installment a try, and my god, it's such a big improvement from the other two. I wouldn't exactly compare it with New Vegas, but it definitely feels like a solid RPG right from the start. Right off the bat, Outer Worlds 2 looks really good. The graphics are a huge improvement over 1 and Avowed, and everything from the characters, the monsters and the world look significantly better than many games I have played this year. Avowed itself didn't look that bad. It was a decent looking game, but Outer Worlds 2 seems to be an improvement over Avowed in almost every way. Now you might think that with great graphics comes great performance issues. And yeah, you might be right to some extent. As soon as I saw the Unreal logo during the game startup, I was like, can this be one of the games that runs great? I had hopes. But unfortunately, I was a little disappointed. But I was surprised too, because Outer Worlds 2 runs better than many of the other Unreal Engine games. It ran good, not great, but good. A little optimization here, a little patch there, and I'm pretty sure we would get a solid performing game in a few years. But honestly, it runs pretty well, so good job Obsidian, but you can make it run even better. Anyways, back to the game. Outer Worlds 2 is a big improvement from 1 in so many ways that it actually made me dislike 1 even more. Now don't think 1 is a terrible game. It's not, but 2 is so much fun that I honestly wouldn't recommend playing 1. The quests, the RPG systems, the movement, the combat is just so much better. The character movement is now very smooth and responsive. You can now mantle most surfaces and sliding feels good too. And once you acquire the double jump, man, the movement just becomes fun. It's not at the level of Cyberpunk, but it's good. The combat too is quite an improvement from 1. The guns feel very responsive, and playing as a space cowboy with dumb cheeky dialogues is just what I wanted from a space RPG, and this game delivers. The other thing this game finally delivers is a third-person view. They had already implemented a switchable first to third-person view in Avowed, and that has made its way to Outer Worlds 2. So if you're someone who can't play in first person, then rejoice, you can play it in third person. Although the third person implementation did not feel that great to me, so I stuck with first person for the entire playthrough, but maybe it might be different for you. The other changes to part 2 from 1 is that now there is no inventory weight limit. There's no longer any item weights, so now you can steal anything and everything to your heart's content, as you will never become cumbersome and have that dreaded icon in your status and make you walk really slow, or make you not fast travel, or make you stop looting things that you really want. This is actually great because I always mod out the weight limits from the game. I know it's not in the spirit of an RPG, but I just want to loot everything, man. Anyways, yeah, you don't need to mod it out in this game, so loot away. The healing system is also a little upgrade where now you don't have to individually consume food in order to heal your character. While healing, the character automatically consumes food items first from the inventory and does not use inhaler charges. Couple that with unlimited inventory space, now you can loot all the food items and heal yourself without ever opening your inventory. You can also, just like in Starfield, directly eat or drink and heal yourself without needing to loot first. This is a simple yet pretty effective mechanic that makes the healing system pretty efficient, and I wish other RPG games adopt it into their games. The flaw system is back. For people who haven't played Outer Worlds 1, the flaw system is where your character gets a character flaw based on the actions you do in-game, which might give you some positive or a negative trait. Like if you crouch too much, you'll get bad knees, where your character will crouch walk faster but have creaky knees that enemies will hear. Or if you loot too much, then your character becomes a kleptomaniac. Or if you buy the premium edition, then you get a flaw for that too. Unlike in 1, the flaw system in 2 is actually good. The positives and negatives alter the character and gameplay in pretty interesting ways. So if you want to have a unique, interesting and funny playthrough, then by all means, accept every flaw the game throws at you and see how it affects your game. Choices. The heart of any RPG game, where a choice significantly affect or even alter your complete game, something that many RPG games don't do great. This all boils down to how good the writing is and how deep the cause and effect system goes. The choices in Outer Worlds 2 may not be as deep as you see in a game like Witcher 3 or writing as great as Mass Effect, but it's still really good. Certain choices and playthroughs can and will significantly affect large portions of the game. Like for example, if you, like me, go straight for the main quest instead of completing other side quests, then that will have a significant destructive outcome. So don't be like me, just take your time and complete the side quests. Not only do you get extra companions and information and dialogue choices, but one of the simple side quests also gives you double jump. So complete all the side quests before you carry on with the main quest line. But not all is good and great. There are a few things that I dislike, starting with the skill distribution. The skill distribution feels like a downgrade from the first one. Instead of the base skill points that you get in all skills, the skills here all start from 0 and you get 2 or 3 with a flaw skill points that you can add to the specific skill. This kinda makes it difficult to play character with average skill set like a jack of all trades because the skill checks in this game are, in my experience, a little high that lock you out of certain options, dialogues and actions. So you end up creating a hyper specialized character, which in a way is true to the RPG-ness of the game. But then you need to have multiple playthroughs just to experience other character styles. Now that's not a bad game design or anything, but for someone who doesn't get the time or doesn't really do multiple playthroughs, it really gets difficult to choose what skills you need to get a good fun playthrough, or what builds are fun. And since there's no respec of skill points or perks after the intermission, you get stuck with whatever you choose for your character. Thankfully, Outer Worlds 2 has a better mod support, so you can not only add mods that increase skill points gained among various other things, but also enable the console to do whatever you want. Infinite money, anyone? Of course, that's a PC only option. NPCs. Not companions, I'll come to them later, but NPCs. My god, they are dumb. They have the worst or funny, depending on how you see it, detection and investigation system I have seen in a game. If you play stealth, which is definitely a viable playstyle, which I actually loved, the enemies, if they see you, would give up searching for you in an instant. It's like they don't even care for their jobs, or like they are not paid enough to search for intruders. The NPCs are one of the dumbest I have seen in a game, so much so that playing stealth kind of felt OP. Even in combat they are pretty stupid, where they don't use cover properly or keep running back without shooting, or they just don't hit you. The AI is not great. Their dialogues are funny though, but for some reason there's no outfit detection in Outer Worlds 2. Because in 1, if you wear a certain outfit or you are running in your undies, the NPCs and companions will have certain comments for it. It's sadly missing from this game as far as I have seen.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Ship's over! I have a life outside this place, you know!
A life? Outside our lab? No! Audacious advances requires commitment! Absolute commitment! Rolling up my sleeves.
But what's sadder are the companions. You can no longer instruct companions to move or follow or attack. You can only activate their special abilities. You also cannot give companions guns or armor, which in my opinion is honestly the biggest downgrade. It seems like Obsidian just took Avowed's companion system and slapped it in Outer Worlds 2. But at least the companions in Avowed were a little more chatty and had good dialogues with each other. In Outer Worlds 2, they hardly speak. No matter what event has transpired, they would hardly comment on it. The companions are my least favorite part of the game. Not only are they kind of boring, but they don't even survive a firefight. They die quickly, and since you can't give them overpowered weapons like heavy machine guns or grenade launchers, they do not so great damage with their default weapons. Companions really need an overhaul. Even the companion system from 1 would be great, because right now they are quite useless and boring. Now I've seen mixed opinions about this one, but the dialogues are a little on the serious, grounded side. Some hate it, some love it. It's not as funny or cheeky as it was in 1, but you can definitely have a dumb playthrough. I myself found it funny many times, especially when you go out of the way to insert NPCs, their actions, or just play it dumb, but I honestly wish they revamped the conversation system to something like Cyberpunk, where you get different colored options for more info dialogues and quest progression dialogues, because many times I selected some witty dialogue instead of a skill check one, thinking I'll get a funny response after which I can do the skill check. But the game doesn't give you that chance. I know that's a minor complaint and a me problem, but I do like to try out all dialogue options. Despite these few negatives, the Outer Worlds 2 is still a very fun game. It's one of the few games of this year that made me actively want to play it till the end. The main quest storyline isn't the best out there, but doing all the side quests, the NPC interactions, the choices and the outcomes all make for a very meaty RPG game. The game world may not be bustling with life or unique interactions, but there's enough quests that not only keep you busy but make you explore most of the map. Outer Worlds 2 is a solid RPG that I have no problem recommending, but at the price of $70 or $100 for the premium edition, that's a very hard sell. If your wallet's burning a hole in your pocket, then by all means buy it. It's a great game. If not, then either wait for a Steam sale, or if you still have Game Pass, then you can play through that. Or wait for a couple of years for the complete edition to go free on Epic Store just like the first one. Whatever you choose, give this game a go. I'm sure you will have fun. That's all for this review. Thank you for listening. Give a like, subscribe, share and all those good things, and I'll see you in the next one.
Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Auntie Cleo and pals Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's Borstwurst.